She is tenacious,
powerful,
resilient,
beautifully broken,
loving.
She is vulnerable.
She is nice.
She is herself.
The strongest woman I know is my mom.
My Aunt Monica.
Heather Carter.
Jessica Kelly.
my sister Rhonda.
My second grade teacher.
Ginger Martin.
She is the strongest woman I know.
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 My mom is such a wonderful person, and she will do anything for our family, for her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren. Family is everything. Especially when we lost my dad, my mom has been the strength of our family, and I just hope that I can bring as much to our family that she has.
Mrs. Applegate is the strongest woman I know. She's a really good role model, and she's always pushed me to do my best, and she was always my favorite teacher. She is a leader. She's an artist. She is the strongest woman I know.
The strongest woman I know is actually multiple women. We have many members here that come in to see her for fitness. These women show up consistently every single day. They have committed to their health, and they've chosen to make that a top priority. And with that, that's the most powerful thing.
The strongest woman I know is Ginger Martin, who works for the district attorney's office. She's a remarkable woman that does remarkable work. I've also learned that she herself struggles with several health issues. And I'm just amazed that in every instance I've seen Ginger, she has never allowed her own personal struggles to impact her ability to help other people. And that's why I just have such incredible admiration and respect for her.
My aunt took me in when I was 18. She just made me her own, took me in like a daughter, and showed me what a happy, healthy home is like. And she's a person that I call when I get good news, when I get bad news, when I want advice, when I want a hug. She's the definition of what the strength of love looks like.
The strongest woman I know is Michelle Obama. The presence and dignity of Michelle Obama have inspired me for over a decade. What inspires me the most of all Michelle Obama's quotes are when someone goes low, you go high. And I took the liberty to add on to that quote, hope it's okay with her, when someone goes lower, you go higher. Her light, her warmth, her kindness, her care for women in general have inspired me both personally and professionally.
The strongest woman I know is my mother, Dorothy Amora Stanley. You know, just being a single mom and raising children, 7 of them at all different times, and she'd always bounce back through heartbreak, through losing family, you know, just all of the things that life gives you. She seemed to always be resilient. She made sure that her children knew where they came from, who they were, and always fought for right.
Alicia Keys is the strongest woman I know. She is an advocate for a lot of females, and she really wants to give power to them, and she talks a lot about everyone being beautiful, and her want for people to have natural beauty and to show it off is really amazing, I think.
The only person I could think of is my sister. She's had a rough life. She's 5 years older than I am. I remember sitting around watching her as a little girl, putting on her makeup and just idolizing her, wanting to be like her when I grew up. And she's done a multitude of things, and every time she falls on her face, she picks herself back up and starts a new adventure.
The strongest woman I know is Heather Carter. She is the co-director of the Center for a Nonviolent Community, and she's amazing. She is compassionate, caring, fierce, strong, She is a warrior. She has changed my life for the better in so many ways, and I couldn't imagine living on this earth without her.
The strongest woman I know is my mom. She was a career woman my entire life. She battled breast cancer and fibromyalgia and smiled all the way through it. And today she's a wonderful grandmother. She taught me the value of work and having a family. And I use that today in how I raise my children.
My mom is the strongest woman I know because she survived so much. She's a suicide survivor. Her brother died of suicide. She's been kidnapped, verbally and physically abused, and she still thrives to be stronger and stronger every day. When I think of my mom, I think of someone who makes the bad things good, is a healer, and is always there for you. She is kind, passionate, loving. She has drive and dedication. She is the strongest woman I know.
The strongest women I know are rugged, determined individuals. They're free-thinking. They are inspired. I cannot pick just one woman in the community. There are so many examples of inspirational women in the community that have done so much. They are passionate about what they do, and they're professional about the details of whatever they're doing. I think they all have common character traits. They have grit, they are determined, and they just don't give up.
The strongest woman I know is Ruthana Marie Gormley Carnahan. Back in the 60s, when it was unpopular for women to work, she did, and she was amazing. She worked for the aircraft industry and was an executive secretary. And then she went back to college when it was very unpopular and told she couldn't do it. She was one of the first women to work on a Wang computer and raised kids in the meantime, and always told me I could do anything.
The strongest woman that I know is my daughter Aria. My husband and I adopted her when she was 15 years old. She came to live with us and she was failing school. She was having a hard time. She made up all of her credits. She graduated from high school with honors. She now attends San Francisco State, where she's taking her LSATs to become a lawyer, and she does all of this on her own, from paying rent to buying groceries for books. She's beautiful inside and out. She's smart. She is tenacious. She is the strongest woman I know, and she will be somebody.
My mom was disabled at an early age. Her first husband physically abused her, and which led to a back injury, and so she moved us here to Tuolumne County, which is significant for a number of reasons. I vividly remember them walking me into her room at Tuolumne General Hospital. She had had a major heart attack. Well, she survived that, but unfortunately she had several other health issues over the course of her life. Unfortunately, I lost her almost 40 years ago, about 2 weeks before I turned 21, and I still miss her to this day and that profound impact she made on my life.
Who is the strongest woman you know?
I think you are.
Really?
You're pretty and you're sweet. We have fun together, and we go to the movie theaters together, and we go and do fun stuff at the playground. None of the other people that I know are stronger.
My mom moved here when she met my dad in Okinawa, barely knowing English, and moved up here all by herself while my dad was overseas. And I mean, just raised me, and has overcome cancer and has done a lot of things in my life that has shown me brute strength, physical, mental, and through experience.
The strongest woman I know is every woman, because the way we live our lives, living our daily struggle, and just being ourselves is enough. And I think that what we all do is just great, just being ourselves.
The strongest woman I know is Hazel Mitchell. She is in her 80s, and she's doing amazing works for the homeless community. And me and her work together, and we love each other, and I just love her love for others.
The strongest woman I know is Jessica
Cowley, who's one of our techs here at the emergency department. And she has gone through a lot. She has helped her husband through several illnesses and traumas. She's raising her 2 boys, and she still manages to come to work every single shift and has joy and has the ability to care fully for the patients here, and they love her. She chooses happiness every day, and she truly is the strongest woman that I know.
So the strongest woman I know would depend on the day. And today and right now, it's me. And I hope that that puts a smile on your faces and inspires you to celebrate your own self. Today, I am the strongest woman I know. Yesterday, if you were to ask me this, it would have been the survivors that walked in our door. Tomorrow, it may be someone else. Who knows, it might be you. It is so important for women to celebrate themselves and what they do on a daily basis and stop minimizing it. We're badasses, and I don't even know if I can say badass, but I'm going to say it anyway because that's me.
She is bold,
humble,
creative.
She is compassionate.
She is a leader.
She is the strongest woman I know.
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 You're the strongest woman I know.
I am the strongest woman I know.